What's up, people? It's TightEyex. Let's talk about labbing versus training. I'm gonna give you some gems to help you out on your Krump journey. Please pay attention.
I was 11 years old when this happened to me. I did not have a dream.
So I trained 7 hours a day for 7 years straight. Training. I didn't know everything I know now. So this is when things that I know now are being made. So I'm training it and finding new things and training that. It's like a process. I'll start off with jabs and then I'll go, wait, if I switch my jabs this way, I can get more. So then I have to fit that in with my other pattern that I trained on. So I was just kind of stacking these methods and formulas on how I can make this work. Training is different from labbing. I lab all the time. I'm just creating whatever happens. It's like a barbecue for Krumpers. You're just getting together and you're just making up cool stuff. So this is a review of what came out in the material lab. Bringing this hand out, and since it's like I'm bringing the new, this placement will be like old, ancient, whatever. And this hand, which is extension, will be the rag to clean it. So when I bring out the old jab hand, it's like I clean it first before use. So that's number one. Clean your tools before using. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be super kill off. Oh, I made this up. I made like this clap move. And then I'll take it off, put it over here. Oh, that's tight. And your homie gets there like, oh, what if you did it like this? And it turns into like a family lab. We're sharing dance moves, we're making up styles. The lab is just a creative pot of Krump. No judgment. If I tell a Krumper, I'm gonna train for you, that's more dangerous than say, I got some lab for you. Like, oh, you got some creative stuff for me? But if I say, I'm about to train for you, I'm trying to kill you. When I'm training, I'm like digging in. I work on the same thing for a certain amount of time. So if I'm training footwork, I'm training the balance of my footwork, how I'm holding my weight, the pattern of how I use my feet. I would train that by repeating that, making new patterns, memorizing it, and putting it within my flow. When I'm training, I take this specific thing and I focus on it. I do not leave until it improves. Say if my opponent, he has a lot of power, but he doesn't know what to do with it. I'll train power. He's powerful, but he doesn't know how to use it because he doesn't have the training. He just has that raw creative power. If you like power, it's not about how much power you throw. It's about how much power you hold. Remember this, power dancers. Just because I come out with my mind, it does not make me powerful. It's about if I can do that and come here comfortably controlled. That shows you how much power I can hold. That's more dangerous than you throwing your power to try to intimidate someone. If I lab and I find like a discrepancy, something that needs to be fixed right away, I have to train it. Training 7 hours a day, it seems crazy. Imagine you're finding out, whoa, this can be fast like this. You just get lost in it. I just used to get lost. Connecting things, making new things work, and 7 hours would pass. I wasn't even counting like, whoa, I've been labbing all day or training all day. Had a piece of material like, say if I spit on something and I try to put something on it, like I'm going to keep like using that saliva to travel across the body. So I might be here, boom, I spit on it, like bang, 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 bang. And all of that, that'll be buck. I don't have a specific thing I'm gonna work on. I find what that is. So when I first heard the word bang, I'm like, whoa, that makes me, I can do something with that word. And I make up different ways to say bang. So I can say bang here, I can say bang this way, I can bang my head on something, bang in my knee, and I remember the things that made me feel the best, and I put them in the category. I'll work things within this pattern. There's many ways I can work this pattern. 1 arm, 2 arms, it could be little zigzags to the side, and I'll just make up different ways to do that. And there's so many ways. I found something that made me train. I don't go in there like, I'm gonna work on this today. Only if I'm labbing and I'm chest popping, I'm like, well, I'm getting tired quick. I need to work on some stamina. Then I have exercises I do to increase my stamina.
Do you think that most crumpers are doing more labbing than training?
They're just labbing. Not even that. Crumpers are just labbing. Or they just get in front of their homies and they do stuff and their homies go, that's cool. And then they go. So it's just like, I'm talking about US. US Krump, I am so disappointed with US Krump because it's lazy. It's deficient. It's like malnutrition. Cheap, puke, disgusting. But overseas, they have a better approach about this. But nobody's training, I can tell you that. Nobody is training. They know the difference between training and labbing. At least my old little homies did, because I taught them that so they could be above the rest. They know the difference, but they're not teaching other people the difference because they want to be on top. Their lab is like to prep for a session. Nobody's training. If they were training, you would see them way better. You should always make sure your foundations are intact. This is like what your hands are doing, what your arms are doing, your legs, your chest. Like this is your body of Krump. Does it work? Do you actually know how to chest pop? Do you know how to groove? Do you know what a jab is for? You have to know these things before you start training, or you won't know where to use what. Some people train jabs to increase speed. You have to increase speed by bringing your arms in, because they just do this and they think they're getting faster. It's about how fast you can return. That's a training technique. That technique is what you train. How I pull in. So that's what I'm doing for hours. I'm not really focused on, I'm jabbing, 3 jabs. It's like, yeah, but before I do that, I'm like, I need to get this. I need to control this, then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Training is the thing that you're using to have stamina, to have footwork, to have jabs or your moves. Your foundation is that training, and I can put lab on top of that. I was working on like this being like swords. So I have like, going in the tool shack, I find the sword, I start cleaning them off, like, but I'm trying to do it in a bop. Like, ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. So I clean those, clean the knives, arm swings, and I'll start snatching masks off here. Like, so that's gonna be a big one. What the heck? So that's gonna be like a live moment in that category. I had the face buster slide. So I have this thing like I'm doing, like I'm just keep, I don't know what this is called yet, but I'm like shuffling, I feel like I'm shuffling. Bring out the L's, bang, slide it on, bang, slide it on, bang, here, bang, 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 like sliding it and bring it all the way across here. So that's gonna be ultimate, 50 on 50 come on. So